Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, if someone carries on Highway 6, which is privately owned by the Derech Eretz company, would they violate a biblical prohibition carrying in a public domain? Daf Yomi Shabbat continues discussion of Hotza'ah, public domains, Reshut Yachid. So it's a fascinating shaila whether Reshut Yachid, a private domain, means it's privately owned. In terms of monetary law, something is private. Privately owned, Reshut Yachid. But Shabbat, we have a certain space, 16 amot, or a certain amount of people that go through this place on a Shabbat. That will make it biblical. A biblical Reshut Harabim, that if someone would carry there in it or from a Yachid, private domain, to that area, they'd be violating a biblical prohibition. What about if it's owned privately? And Highway 6 is owned privately. So in theory, if someone would carry on Highway 6, would it be rabbinic as if we're carrying in our own small neighborhood in a little street where there's no Arab? It's the same rabbinic prohibition, which of course is asur. Or no, that is a biblical violation because it's big enough. So most shitot, the Tosfos and others do maintain that. No, the fact that it's privately owned doesn't make a difference. It has the Shabbat requirements for a public domain. The Ramban, he does seem to say that once it's privately owned, it may not be a biblical violation to carry there. So it would be a fascinating argument, a theoretical one, because either way you're not going to carry, if someone lives near Highway 1 and they're not going to carry either way, it's asur. But it's fascinating to know whether it's from the Torah, the prohibition, or from the rabbis. Shalom.